In this video, we'll look at all the major Helium Hotspot vendors and see what the updates are and what they have been up to. We will look at Syncrobit, Nebra, Bobcat, Rak, LongAP and Kerlink. For your convenience, I've given the timestamps in the description below. If you're interested in any one particular vendor, you can always click on the timestamp and jump straight to that section. Hey everyone, Dislcaimer here with another update for the Helium Hotspot miners. Before we get started, a quick word of warning. Please be careful. There are scammers in the comment section pretending to be me. Please always remember, I will never ask you to contact anybody or send anyone an email or give you my WhatsApp number because I do not use WhatsApp. Please be mindful of that and do not fall for these scams. So we'll begin with Syncrobit. Syncrobit, as usual, are struggling at the moment to get the shipping for the first batch sorted. They have sent a few miners out, but they're nowhere near completing their first batch. We'll quickly look at the Discord channel and see what the pins were posted last. So the last pins, as you can see from a previous video, were that they had posted some nice photographs of their indoor miners, and now the latest update today was explaining what all the LED lights actually mean. Besides that, unfortunately, there has been no further development. Again, for North American customers, there is no update on the FCC. It would appear that they're still waiting. They're dodging all the questions regarding the FCC certification. It's quite discouraging news. We will now move on to Nebra. Again, Nebra are still struggling as well. The last update on their official blog was the 13th of May. I've covered that in one of my previous videos. In terms of what's happening at Nebra, I can show you quickly on the Discord channel. They're quite active again. They have updated what's going on with the shipment, saying that Parley Labs, a 320 unit shipment, should arrive this week. Spark Fun, the first 100 units, should arrive today on Monday. Dislcaimer, the first 220 units should also arrive tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And then they're saying that the next 1,500 units are nearing completion. So it would appear that Nebra had a bit of an issue when they began shipping that first batch. Things started falling apart. The daughter boards started detaching from the units. So they've had to go back to the factory, open those units again, and make sure those daughter boards are actually appropriately tightened so they do not come apart during shipping. So that's where we're at. They are saying that the 1,500 units are near completion. There is no solid date in terms of when these will be shipped, but I assume that there will be an update further down the line. We'll now move on to Bobcat. As you're probably aware from one of my previous videos, Bobcat have announced the batch number 4. They have provided the cut-off order numbers for the 4th batch. On this occasion, Bobcat have divided the 4th batch between 2 separate frequencies. So they are using different order number cut-offs for the United States and North American frequency, and a completely different set of order numbers for the European frequency. I think it would be a lot easier for people to go by dates in this case. As you can see, batch 1 consisted of orders placed between the 3rd of March and the 10th of March. Second batch consisted of orders placed between the 11th and the 17th. Then the third batch was the 18th to the 24th. And the 4th batch covers orders between the 25th and the 28th for the European and 27th for the United States batch. And I'm not entirely sure why they have not stuck to one date, but that's how it is. And I'm hoping that they will actually announce the next batch, which would be orders placed between the 29th of March and I believe something like 3rd of April, 4th of April. So if your order is coming up next, I think hopefully they will announce this by Friday, judging by the speed that they have been working at. I don't make any promises, that's just an assumption, so please do not take my word for it. Now we look at Rak. Again, Rak have limited the orders that you can place to 250 units every day, and they are operating a type of a lottery system. So if you're interested in purchasing a Rak version 2 miner, first of all, make sure you go to the KalChipConnect.com website. There are fake websites out there, so please do not go to any website that's called Rak Wireless Miner or rakwireless.org or anything like that. Make sure that you only buy and only fill out these details on calchipconnect.com on their official website. Once you're on the website and you look at the miner, they will ask you to fill out a form, which will be basic details, and then you submit the form. If you do get selected, there is an order limit per person, so you can only order one miner per person. You will be sent an email to your email address to inform you that you have been selected, and there will be a link contained within that email that you can click on in order to complete the order. We will now look at the LongAP 1. This is a new manufacturer and the device costs 726 euros. They are currently in the process of manufacturing these units and they will be opening for orders soon. They are hoping that the orders will be open in the first week of June with direct shipping from stock from the EU. These are being manufactured in Europe, in the Netherlands, and they will have them in stock in the first week of June. And make sure that you actually go to longap.com. That is their official website. There are fake websites out there. I'm just going to quickly show you one which is currently down, but it's called longap1.com. There is a difference between longap.com and longap1.com. Longap.com is the real and genuine website. Longap1.com is the fake one. So make sure you do not order from this longap1.com website. I assume and strongly suspect that once the orders open, this website or this domain will actually go live and imitate to be the LongAP official website. Please bear that in mind. Longap1.com is not the official website. It's only longap.com. So we'll now quickly look at the Kerlink miner. The Kerlink by Cal-Chip is a helium compatible miner. So first of all, there are two versions of the Kerlink miner. One is the helium compatible version, and that's the one you want. And the other one will be cheaper and it will cost $350, but that one is only an IoT gateway and it's not helium compatible. So please make sure you look out for the words helium compatible when you buy it or pre-order it. Make sure you select the correct frequency. Also, a couple of more things that you need to be aware of before you actually order this miner. First of all, the shipping will commence in fall of 2021. I'll look at the Discord channel and make you aware of the shipping stuff in more detail very shortly. But one very key and very important thing is that when this is deployed, it will be classed as actually semi-light because it will still create the proof of coverage challenges for the time being until that role switches over to the validators in the future. They say that they will be deployed as a full version of the miners or hotspots that we have at the moment, with the exception of these hotspots being able to, or these gateways being able to participate in consensus groups. So consensus groups participation has already been taken away from the Kerlink hotspots or miners, which is truly a step towards all the hotspots eventually becoming light hotspots, because the entire role of validating, creating proof of coverage challenges, allocating those challenges will switch over to validators when they go on the mainnet and when they go live on the mainnet. So this is something that you need to be aware of before you order it, because you're not actually ordering the whole product itself. This is a light hotspot. Okay, now let's look at the Discord channel for Kerlink and see what's going on there. So if we look at the pins, we will see that they have shown us the connector pins. This one is a SMA RP male pin, which is actually the pin on the device itself, and the antenna has an RP, which is reverse polarized female connector on the end of the antenna. A lot of people have been asking, what does actually the beginning of fall mean? So they have provided a little bit more clarification. In the northern hemisphere, the summer begins on the 20th of June and the summer ends end of September. So in a roundabout way, they're actually telling you that these won't be shipped until probably the end of September, beginning of October, if everything keeps on track. If you order these, please make sure you are completely aware of these things. So these are all the updates in terms of what's going on across the board with the Helium approved vendors. I hope this video is helpful. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Every subscription helps. And secondly, if you find this information and these updates helpful, please make sure you smash that like button and also hit that bell icon so you get notified when there are further updates available. So thank you very much and look after yourselves. I will speak to you soon.